Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Handful of Nuts, a story by Ruskin Bond. The story is set in post-independence days of 1955 in Dehradun. The author introduces himself as a freelance writer who earns just enough money to manage his living from what money he is getting from his writings. And his best friends are Jay Shankar and William Matheson. He is in love with Indu, the daughter of Maharani of Magadha, but he is unable to propose to her and make her his life partner. Sitaram is a resourceful person but annoying the son of local Dhobi, but Sitaram likes Ruskin and is willing to help him. Ruskin waits near Indu's balcony every day till he sees her. He also writes poems about her in the evenings. Jay Shankar and William Matheson borrow money from him for small things but never returns it. Jay Shankar, who has a fear towards darkness, is now having the ability to live in the darkness because his landlady didn't pay the current bill for him and he had to live in a room of no electricity, which really makes the author wonder. In the later part of the story, Stuart Gregor, a film star, comes into picture. He arrives in Dehradun and this is discussed much about the people in Dehra, and as soon as he comes he throws a party but leaves because the shooting has been shifted to another place. Ruskin mentions the arrival of his 21st birthday and feels the importance of that age and also his 4-year stay in London as a freelance writer. After that, Sitaram helps him to get out of his stomachache, after which they discuss about his birthday. Ruskin and Sitaram go to a bicycle ride for a refreshment and get a pleasant time, and imagines his dad standing there and saying some inspiring words to him and recalls a poem by Nelson Eddy. On the way back, he sees Indu and invites her to his birthday, and at that time he expresses his willingness to get Indu as his life partner. And afterwards, he and Sitaram go to a movie with cheap tickets where Sitaram turns on by seeing actress Madhubala on the screen. After that, they discuss about Shankar's new painting, and at the end of the day, he offers Sitaram to stay with him. Meanwhile, the author's birthday comes and Sitaram gets a present for him, and his luck becomes better as an unknown person comes in and pays him 100 rupees for giving name to his new toilet design. Birthday party starts and many, including Indu and her mother, attend the birthday party, and food items were supplied by his landlady. And for his birthday, Indu gives him a present of box filled with handful of nuts and leaves with her mother. He feels very good for having a companion like Sitaram and says that he likes Sitaram accompanying his bicycle rides, and Dilip Kumar gets out of saloon, who is here to discuss an old friend of his. Meanwhile, Great Gemini Circus starts in the little grounds where author and Sitaram go and find Hindu with Prince of Purkasi, and the author feels jealous towards him. He tries not to get a bad impression from his co-author Dirgis Nalala. Sitaram gets much more attracted towards the circus and mainly towards circus girls. Sitaram gets busy for a couple of weeks and appoints himself as a helper. The manager of the circus likes him and pays a fee of 200 rupees to Sitaram. G.V. Desani, a guy who carries a coffin with him wherever he goes, as he feels that he gets better sleep in it, asks for Ruskin's signature for petition to a Nobel Prize for his novels and asks for some other writer's address. Later, he brings the story to his family and his ancestors and explains his family's past briefly, and clearly sitting in the cemetery where his relatives have been buried for years and sees a escaped circus tiger. And this information he passes to Sitaram, who in turn alerts the circus people, and later he mentions in a what funny way the people of Dehradun react on the passing of the tiger in the streets, and of course later on the tiger disappeared into nowhere. When he enters into Indu's house for her, her mother gets him and gives him a bad kiss, and he gets sick and he gets afraid of her and tries to avoid her after that whenever he sees her. And Sitaram gets a chance to leave Dehradun with a circus, which brings a feeling of desertedness, and he expresses his inability to get Indu and his jealousiness towards the cricket playing prince, and goes for a cycle ride and gets followed by Maharani of Magadha and tries to escape from her. Sitaram leaves him and goes with the circus people, and he feels that he has lost his love Hindu and withdraws money from the bank and leaves the town for a while and returns only to find his dear roommate has returned because he missed him too, and also gets a check of 700 rupees from a newspaper to his novel and thereby turns his future. The story ends with Indu turning out to be a nice and graceful lady and gets married to a hotelier. And Sitaram lives with the author for a while and later he tries his fortune in Bollywood and becomes a famous actor. And he asks the author to stay with him, but the author refuses. And here ends the story. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.